Shaheen has things that other characters don't have, you need to know. One of his greatest things are his combos. His combos can be pretty creative, since you can do like different combos with while-standing free loops, full crouch down for 2, like some cancels in it. So basically you can express yourself pretty unique. For example, I saw recently Naveed doing a combo that I never seen before, and it does pretty good damage or similar damage to the combo that I do. So you can have pretty different combos with similar damage and express yourself pretty well. What also makes his combos so great are his wall carry. When you get used to the cancels, which is execution heavy, you can do pretty cool combos. His while-standing free loop is something that you need to learn for that. Other than that, you have like easier combos, which are also decent with the execution, are comfortable to do and doesn't require a high execution. But if you have like good execution, I can show you that it will look like that. I'm dropping it. You need to learn to do full crouch down for 2 cancels. Pretty comfortable. Hey, I can't. For example, this is just wall carry, and look how far the wall carry reached. So if you were able to do the while-standing free cancels or the full crouch down for 2, you can do very nice combos. There are even different kind of combos like this. You can even add 2 full crouch down for 2 combos, attacks in one combo. And then you got something else, which is also nice. So the Oki is also still not that advanced yet from players, or I feel like you can create nice situations to apply pressures. What it's also worth mentioning is that you can switch the sides from any position of the stage. Imagine a wall is behind you and you want to put the opponent on the wall so you can apply pressure to him. You can do combos like this. And now your opponent is on the wall, which is pretty nice. This is a combo utility that I think no other character has, switching sides that comfortably. Of course, some characters have cross-ups to switch the side, but not that consistently. So it's a pretty nice thing for Shaheen to be always on the wall, or put your opponent always on the wall. Or if you can't launch your opponent, you can just do a slide and switch the position. You can space pretty well with Shaheen, with his tools. Forward back 2 similar. Also, when you do forward back 2 as a punish or whiff punish, opponent is on the wall. So if you want to keep your opponent on the wall, back 2 for example is also nice. So spacing or like putting your opponent on the wall is a pretty nice thing with Shaheen, and unique, I would say. Yeah, he requires a few execution heavy things, like while-standing free loops, like I mentioned. Full crouch down for 2 is also not easy from SNK cancel. In general, SNK cancel from any moves requires execution. Even I sometimes drop the cancel. So getting used to it is something not that easy, but worth it, because for example, you can make this low, which is insane from its properties, +4 on hit, 16 damage, hits grounded, has an extension, makes this low pretty good. If you cancel it and it's on block, it can be only -12 if you cancel it properly. Also, you have to implement slides pretty well. The Oki is even quite good of that if you do the cancel as well here. So his slide is also very good, like mixing your opponent up. Next to that, he also has like 4 back 2 as a 13 frame punish if you do just frame. the clean hit like would be 13 frame. So this is also pretty nice, high damage 13 frame, decent recovery, and also what is hard execution, requires execution, and is pretty unique for Tekken 8 is that he has charge moves, which is Tire Down or Al Ghul. So basically when you hold down for 14 frames around that and press up, you got this tool. And this, if it would be executed like a regular move, this would be a broken move. I'm honest with you. Because this move is +6 on block. On normal hit, it leads to a guaranteed follow-up, 50 damage, and has some quiet tracking. 80 frames fast, so pretty good move. And since he has also tools that he can mix it up, like slides from full crouch, like full crouch on for 2, 18 frames, it can be a pretty good mix-up tool. In heat, it's even stronger because this move becomes a normal hit launcher with inbuilt tornado, or on block even a guard break. So you're +13, so you get some a nice follow-up. Forward back 2 should also work if you're in heat, like it's always like that. 13 frame, but without heat, you need to do the perfect input version. Shaheen also has tools for everything basically. Which tools are that? Like for pressure, he got good tools, especially in season 2. He got sides of 1+2, he got wire running 2, he got up for 1, very long range, jumping in front of the opponent. Even if you know that, or you might even want to cancel it, this is also possible. Wire running 2, pressure 2, sides of 1+2. Al Ghul is also pressure 2 +6. Are very good tools to annoy your opponent. Keep out tools, he got a great 10 frame jab string, like 10 frame 1 to 3 is counted confirmable, 1 to 2 is cancelable, like this. If the last one hits on counter hit, it's a counter hit launcher, and on counter hit, if the first one hits, all the other moves are guaranteed, or like 1, 2, 4 leads to wall splat, which is also very good. So this is quite good for keep out tools. If you want to have something fast, you have different variations to apply that. You have also Magic 4. I know it's quite risky in Tekken 8, but still 13 frame counted launcher. You can still get a decent combo. Out of his 4, he got a mid as well and a slower high, so you can like kind of mix up your opponent if he doesn't feel, if he's like always autopilot duck and launch. He needs to be more busy with his mix-up tools from that. It's possible to fuzzy duck that, but still it's not as easy to do. And also the classic keep out tools that are very strong in general are regular down for 2s, normal hit launcher, 15 frames, safe, mid, catches opponents at dash in, for example, or like sidestep. Like you can keep your opponent pretty busy by doing that. Recovery is okay, but also like from longer range, hopkick is a very good keep out tool because it's low crushing, it's fast, launches opponents that are crouched, so also pretty helpful for like just get rid of certain situations. A lot of people still have Shaheen in their mind being a very dry character, but he is quite unique in this game, I would say, with his tools. Yeah, speaking of like tools for everything, Shaheen has also very good whiff punishes, long range 4 to 3, 12 frame fast, leads to a nice position. Hopkick, of course, is a long range whiff punish. Launcher only minus 13 for this long range is pretty unique. One of the best hopkicks in the game, if not the best hopkick in the game. Down back to 1, 14 frame heat engager, long range, I would say, is also pretty good. You can mix it also up with down back 2 into the stance. So if you don't want to mix, like, go for the whiff punish, you can go for down back 4 into SNK and still being +8 is something nice. Back 3 +4 has good range if you want to have something longer range, safe, long range, high. You can whiff punish a few things. Otherwise, 14 frame you got also for going into mix-up down for 1. I feel like I missed the whiff punish. Of course. For long range whiff punish, for 1 is the tool to use. Because if some people do whiff their heat burst on distance to get into heat, you can whiff punish them with up for 1, which is pretty cool. Yeah, also 2-3 is a good whiff punish. True. Fast whiff punish leads to very good position, +10 into SNK. Gives you a lot of options to beat your opponent. So basically you got everything with him to annoy your opponent. Just utilizing them properly is an art, I would say, with Shaheen. Mix up, whiff punish, pressure. You also got one of the best down for ones in the entire game. Has decent range, is tracking once on one side super good. Good recovery. And good properties on block for frame traps or any other spacing or neutral. So overall you can use a lot of tools pretty well of Shaheen. What is also important or unique for Shaheen, he got a few for unique stuff, is that he has the capability to kill or erase the gray life of your opponent. Imagine you do wall running 2, you can do chip damage and kill the chip or the gray life with few tools. For example, back 2 is the easiest way to kill the gray life of your opponent. It is a 14 frame mid poke, or not poke, but tool that does 30 damage with a decent Oki, I would say. So using back 2 in the neutral can be pretty useful to kill the gray life of your opponent, especially after you comboed your opponent or doing a lot of chip damage, because the risk is not that high unless you are more minus frames, but not unsafe, it's safe. 14 frame has evasiveness and also has decent tracking, so it fulfills multiple things at once. So basically you can use back 2, you can use forward back 2 to kill the gray life of your opponent. Forward back 2 also a tool to kill the gray life. You can use forward back 2 in the neutral as well, if you don't want to risk to whiff punish your opponent. Similar to forward back 2-3, but safer, a bit slower though. You got SNK down for 1-2. Kills also the gray life. Not hit confirmable, I would say. Semi hit confirmable or Twitch hit confirmable, but definitely not easy to do. This is also something that you can try to master to optimize your Shaheen gameplay. And also, since Shaheen has like counter tools like Y standing 1, back 3, in these situations you can do back 4 as well. Oops. This is guaranteed, for example. Or Y standing 1 into this. Kills also the gray life. So you have a lot of options to kill the gray life, which makes his weaker combo damage compared to other characters quite acceptable. Because right in Season 2, compared to other characters, his combo damage is not that high. But since you can kill the gray life of your opponent pretty easily, it's fine, I would say. Because in the season 1, he had the opportunity to do a high damage walk or high damage combos and kill the gray life. In this season, his combo damage is not that high. You don't need to worry that your opponent recovers health. Also, what Shaheen makes his gameplay similar to a few other characters is his full crouch game. His full crouch mix is pretty strong, similar to Laws or Lee's. He's like a slide character, but with that, you have an unreactable low, which does a ton of damage. Or not ton of damage, but good damage. And you can mix it up with other tools that Shaheen has from full crouch. Like his full crouch jump for 2, which does give wall spread, for example. And decent OQ. You got Wisely 1 uncounted, you get wall spread on the wall. You got a saver low if you don't want to mix up his, if you don't want to risk to do a high damaging low. You got full crouch jump for applying pressure, or you got for charging or pressuring your opponent this one, because on block this move is +6. So you can apply also. Full crouch characters are also known to have like from full crouch, like some step. Do you see how Shaheen is moving forward? You can feint to do like, to do a slide like this. Oops. And then go back for spacing. This can be pretty good to bait your opponent for whiffing. So usually people want to keep out you when they see you crouching. Then you can just bait this full crouch mix and then try to like do a backdash or make him whiff, and then whiff punish, for example, with his hopkick. Or while sitting 3-3 in heat, you got like also pretty good mix up, since you got in season 2 a low heat smash, which is 20 frames, and for example back 1, which is 19 frames, and also a launcher in heat. See, for example, you got a cool combo like this, and there are many different variations on it. I got it from Lohai. Shout out to Lohai for that. Or better said, Tetsu, who showed me that from Lohai. And one of the most important things, or a subjective thing, not objective, is that he is a sick looking character. His moves do look elegant. His movement is pretty nice. This is objective though. Objectively, he has nice backdash, so he can move pretty well. His sidestep right is a bit different than other characters, and his sidestep left, so he can't get away from certain situations like other characters. But you got overall very good movement for spacing. Yeah, his SNK cancels can look pretty dope. I think overall these are the best or things that makes Shaheen so unique, and I feel like people don't appreciate them that much. We saw AK doing well with him in season 1. The Rhythm did well in the US. Naveed did great also in Australia with him. So he has the utility. In season 2 he's different, I know, and less popular, but I feel like if people would utilize all his tools well, he would be way more popular, since he has so much stuff, creative stuff and strong stuff that no other characters have. So give him a try. In the beginning of season 1 I played Dragunov, the probably strongest character in that season, but still after I tried Shaheen I was like, nope, I will never touch Dragunov again. Let me play Shaheen. And from now on I'm playing Shaheen. So this might be also a thing that you should try Shaheen out, because maybe he will convince you as he did it for me.